Deutschland, Deutschland, Deutschland.
USA, USA,
USA, USA, USA,
USA, USA.
Deutschland.
Deutschland, Deutschland.
War richtig gut als Torhüter.
Deutschland, 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 Deutschland.
Head coach of Team Germany, Harold Kreis. This is Team Germany. As I said, they won the battle and they won the ship out.
Thank you.
The lineup of Team United States. Goalkeepers. Number 1, Trey Augustin. Number 34, Alex Lyman. First line, defenders. Number 4, Seth Jones. Number 8, Chuck Verinsky. Forwards. Number 12, Matt Goldie. Number 13, Johnny Goodrow. Number 29, Rob Nelson. Second line, defenders, number 43, Luke Hughes. Number 85, Jay Sanderson. Forward, number 7, Brady Kachuk. Number 22, Cole Goldfield. Number 57, Shea Pinto. Third line, defenders, number 46, Jeff Petrie. Number 72, Alex Lassig. Forward, number 6, Will Smith. Number 9, Trevor Seagrass. Number 86, Joel Flaherty. Fourth line, number 5, Michael Casserly. Number 11, Luke Kunin.
they don't go, we go. If they don't come, we go. I don't care. One again? Let's go, boys. Up, kids. Hey, we don't wait. We need some preparation. Now is our time. If they don't come out, you need to.
Geh einfach, Noddy.
Geh
einfach.
Komm mal, Schiene! Komm, auf geht's.
Saturday Night Hockey in Ostrava. It is our third game in the building, and it should be a good one. Team Germany, Team USA. Germany winning their opener 6-4 over Slovakia. The United States losing a tough one in Game 1, 5-2 to Sweden. As Sweden, powerful forwards, a good performance, and the defense obviously outstanding. As they are led out once again by Alex Lyon. He will make back-to-back starts for Team USA. As we talked about off the top of the broadcast, John Hines, in a long tournament, you have to tweak and you have to adjust and you have to grow and get better each and every game. So a little shift on the lineup. Will Smith will be on a regular line with Zegras and Farabee. We talked about Caulfield now playing with Kachuk and Shane Pinto. And it'll be Ryan Leonard, who had a wonderful run here over the last 2 years or so. A U18 gold medal. He scored the golden goal in overtime versus Sweden. World Junior gold medal as well. And now on the men's stage for the very first time. Your officials for the game, the referees are from Sweden and Finland, and the men running the lines are from Sweden and Finland as well.
This should be a terrific hockey game, no doubt about that. German coach Harold Kreis said we expect the U.S. is going to put some pressure on it, and they'll have some speed. He said, but we've been very happy as far as the special teams go. Our special teams have been good. John Hines' special teams, they have not been so good. 0 for 3 on the power play, 0 for 1 on the penalty kill. Whereas for Harold Kreis, Germany has done a much better job in that department. So it'll be interesting to see how many penalties and how influential the special teams are in this game.
Brian, the United States winning 5 of the last 6 meetings at this tournament. However, it was last year. That was a big game in the semifinal. Germany winning 4-3 in overtime. Obviously went on to play in the gold medal. Germany lost to Canada, led by some great goaltending from Sam Montembeault of the Montreal Canadiens. Meantime, in that bronze medal game, the United States losing to Latvia in overtime as well. So an exciting medal round last year. We expect nothing less here in Ostrava when it comes to Group B. And in your mind, when you look at these two teams, what could be the difference tonight?
Well, I think the U.S., a lot of it's chemistry. And we remember Mikey Eisman is the only guy returning from last year's U.S. team. I think that showed a little bit. And so I think that John Hines switching up a couple of the lines and trying to look for a little bit of chemistry, that's important. I thought Alex Lyon played just fine in the last game. It wasn't his fault by any means. I thought he was solid in goal. And Matthias Niederberger, I remember him from last year. He was a star for Germany. He won some big games for them and was a big part. He is the oldest of the 3 goalies available for Germany.
Philipp Grubauer got the opening win for Germany. He gets a rest tonight. Alex Lyon going back-to-back.
Here we go. Stakes down.
You see Brock Nelson at center. He scored last game. He's got 17 goals. He's just 2 shy of the all-time American record at the World Hockey Championship. Russell Johnson has 19. Brock Nelson, 17. Underway Saturday night here in Ostrava. And right now to start things off, it's Gaudreau, Boldy, and Nelson. Johnny Gaudreau, a little bit of speed through center, flipped, tried to get it to Boldy. And Boldy was one of the best players for the Americans in that first game.
He was, yeah. I was really impressed with him.
Seth Jones for Boldy. Boldy, he'll chip it in. Nelson, good feed across. Jones, Werenski thought about the shot. And it's great to see that old Columbus connection back to Werenski and Jones.
Yeah, they're going to get the most of the ice time on D. They're at both ends of the ice, really good. They were both very aggressive offensively, and they both know each other so well. So they're going to defend against the top guys of Germany and every team that they see in this tournament.
Germany an early change. Puck available at center. It's Moritz Mueller. He lost it. Cole Caulfield was tracking in. Shane Pinto. And here's the line we talked about now. Caulfield, Kachuk, Pinto. couple of Ottawa Senators, and a Montreal Canadian who's pretty good at scoring. Sanderson, another Senator, in deep with Caulfield. Cole Caulfield at the wall. Jake Sanderson walks the line. Sanderson, wrist shot, and that hit a leg, went wide. Side of the net, Tkachuk in front, Caulfield, and a good strike. Tkachuk to Caulfield, and I'm expecting a lot of high-volume shots for 22. Here's a 2-on-1 the other way. Sauce pass across, and losing the handle was J.J. Peterka, dangerous player, obviously, for Germany.
But that's because of the back check of Tkachuk, too. That dive made the pass that much more difficult to receive, and Peterka basically ran out of racetrack.
Peterka in Buffalo this year, career highs across the board in goals, points, 22 goals, 50 points in 82 games. Puck in USA territory, and that's Sanderson calmly up to Trevor Zegras. Zegras will dish it in. He took a big hit there from Tobias Boulder. Germany plays a good team game, and they'll play you tough. Here's Farabee weaving up to Vlasic. Chipped into the corner. Puck's out of the net. Collected by Zegras. Farabee, another strong player in game one for the USA. He was very noticeable for the Americans. Down low, Will Smith, the 4th overall pick to San Jose. Smith behind the net. Using the boards up to Vlasic. He'll send that across. It's Jeff Petrie into the corner. Zegras trying to get it to Farabee, and it's cleaned up by the Germans and chipped down the ice.
U.S. trying to get just some chemistry going. I don't think they're in any rush in the offensive zone. I think Harold Price was right. He realized that the U.S. team wants to come at his German team and try to dictate play. One way to do that, get in there, be calm, move the puck around, use the ice surface, and that's what it looks like here in the early going for the U.S.
One of the veterans on this team, Kevin Hayes, reverses play. Wanted Mikey Eyssimont. Eyssimont played for Tampa Bay this year. He's 1-on-2 in the corner, trying to free it from Mueller. Werenski pinch again, trying to free the puck. And it comes to center. Germany brings it in over the line. Jonas Mueller thought about the shot. He dropped it off. Eyssimont trying to steal. Poke to the line, not out. Mueller again. Near point. Look out, everything went flying as the stick literally split in half as he tried to get it on net.
The U.S. coming out of their zone have already tried to stretch Germany 3 times, making the long pass at least up over the red line.
Here's a steal inside as Maximilian Kastner, his first game of the tournament, number 7 for Germany, into the lineup. As we know, Nico Sturm is not playing, and Fabio Wagner also out.
Germany getting in the offensive zone. Good coverage by the U.S. team. And then they get back in Germany's end. That was the best scoring chance. Cole Caulfield, the play from the corner, Tkachuk out to Caulfield, right on the corner. That was a big toe save by Niederberger.
Caulfield, a career high 65 points back in Montreal, had 28 goals.
See, there was another attempted long pass out of the zone by Hughes, but Germany starting to read that now. Turnovers like that can be costly for the U.S. They're going to have to be careful about that. You turn it over when you have more than one guy on a fly pattern to the far end of the ice. You turn it over, you're outnumbered coming back. And
on cue, as you talk about turnovers, Boldy nearly gave it away, but it's to Hughes. Up for Nelson with speed. He's got Gaudreau. Johnny Gaudreau curls around. Gaudreau. Little sauce pass. Vlasic cutting in. Alex Vlasic, pretty good speed. The big defenseman out of Chicago. Just signed a nice long extension with the Blackhawks. Nelson. Petrie. Around the net for Jeff Petrie. Petrie still with it. He'll set up far circle. Jeff Petrie. Wrist shot in front, and that was blocked. Boldy, a good test, and Niederberger could be busy tonight. Here's Gaudreau. On the puck, Vlasic loads up and settled down by Matthias Niederberger in his 6th World Championship, a 16-7-0 record in his World Championship career.
Early on here, what I notice is a calmness in the offensive zone and not so much of a rush from the U.S. team. Taking their time, a stop up there on the wing, get it into the middle of the ice, take your shots, battle for position. They've used the points very well, but I think there was more of a frenetic pace. I think they forced things a little bit early on, and I sense a different feel here early, just trying to settle themselves in.
Good pace of this game. Nearly 6 minutes in already. Germany at center. Dominic Cahoon. He'll dish it off. Peterka. Tiefels also out on this line for Germany, and they got basically the top offensive line out right now for the Germans. That wrist shot never got through. Came right to Kachuk. He wanted Caulfield. Will Caulfield at center, able to bunt it down. Germany had 6 goals on 22 shots versus Slovakia. Nearly a 28% shooting percentage. That's pretty tough to sustain, but nice while you got it. Tuomi cutting in from a knee. In comes Parker Tuomi. Part of that silver medal team last year for Germany. Played up top. Dropped off. That shot into the glove might have been going wide, but swallowed up as Lucas Cabell let it go from the blue line. Glad you're with us here. Ostrava on a Saturday night.
Germany's going to play a patient game. They're really good at that. They do it year over year. They won their first game. The U.S. did not win their first game, and they know that the U.S. is going to come out and they really need points, which is true. The U.S. needs a win here.
Hayes nearly had the puck, and he was cutting him with Luke Gunnan on a 2-on-1, but Germany got back. Parker Tuomi, good shifty move across, wrist shot off the post. What a chance for Germany. Parker Tuomi set that up. Played USHL hockey with Sioux Falls and NCAA with Minnesota State University. In NCAA, here's Asamont over the line. Mikey Asamont creating, shooting, and right in the crest of Niederberger, and he will hold.
Good job by Asamont there. Through the neutral zone. The U.S. has a lot of firepower, and this is more of a checking line out there. We'll go back to the chance that the Germans had. Good save there. Alex Lyons solid in net. His movements were good in game one. This one goes off the outside of the net, but he's in good position there. The U.S. came right back and had a really good chance for Asamon, who did a little dangling there right in the slot area. Got a decent shot away, but wasn't on a corner. But still a good start for that line that's going to see basically a lot of sort of grinding situations with Hayes in the middle.
Daniel Fishbuch trying to get to the puck, comes to the back of the net. Petrie played to the center. Germany will control as Colin Ubekula making his tournament debut. Ubekula did not play game one. He's in here game two. The pass off the back skate of Eel bounces to Kastner. Zegras couldn't take the puck with it. It was chipped in deep by Kai Wisman.
Wisman's a really intelligent defenseman. That was a really good read. It was an easy knockdown for him. Never let the U.S. get going.
Icing charge against Team USA. And special teams too, Brian, a factor. It's important these tournaments, special teams. You want to build, you want to get better. They were 0 for 3 in the power play versus Sweden and allowed a power play goal as well.
Yeah, it's a feel thing. All new guys. You have to have your alpha dogs for sure, and the ones who want to dominate. Sometimes you have too many guys that are trying to dominate, and sometimes they defer too much. Okay, well, I don't want to, take a shot here. I may have done it on my team, but I'm playing with some guys that are pretty good skill. Maybe I'll pass it one more time. I think you end up with a lot of that stuff in power play situations. So this will be about, and I don't think, anybody on the team is ever going to say, hey, take the shot. We're all in this together, right? You think taking the shot is the right thing. Doesn't matter who you are. Take the shot.
Off the draw, wrist shot, and Lyon in and out of the glove. He was really good against Sweden as well.
One of the great examples of power plays and chemistry. How did the Pittsburgh Penguins finish the entire season just so low in the standing? I forget where they finished, but it was crazy poor considering the talent with Malkin and Crosby and Erik Karlsson on the point and Letang, the guys they could put out there. And it was chemistry issue, just sometimes too many alpha dogs and it doesn't work out. So, but the U.S. has to sort this out here because power plays and special teams are always important in a tournament.
Seth Jones works it in. In comes Boldy, tried to lead for Nelson up to Werenski. He bobbled it a little bit. Puck in the corner. As Mark Michaelis starts it up that left side. Nice move it tight. What a shot and a play. Leo Furdell, good look. And again, it's Alex Lyon. Asamont falling up to Nelson though. Brock Nelson shoots and he missed. Top corner, far side. Leo Furdell. Great chance for him and Germany as he cut in his 4th World Championship. Up the right side for Boldy. Boldy had to wait. Then a turnover at center and Germany comes again. Spinning away is Frederick Tiefels. That drive stopped again. Germany with some good looks here. The latest from Peterka. Here's Cahoon. Cahoon checked by Gaudreau. Gaudreau able to get it to center. As that comes to Lucas Kelvin.
U.S. still a little bit out of sync. Just not quite getting the plays that they want. And there are times where you just have to dump it in. Sometimes holding on to the puck too much.
Bouncing puck, Cole Caulfield was taking play to the net. Pinto shoots it in for USA. There's Luke Hughes, a finalist for the Rookie of the Year. Had a great season in New Jersey. Caulfield in the corner. Caulfield, helped by Tkachuk, tried to center. Brady Tkachuk, the captain. Caulfield. Tiffels, good job. He's able to free it up to J.J. Peterka. Trip.
Yeah, Cole Caulfield's going to go for a trip for sure. He was back in the neutral zone, and then he decided, okay, I'm not going to back up. I'm going to go with Peterka. And that he knew it right away. Germany, on their last couple of shifts, done a nice job. Nice job by Fodero there. You make a play like that, and when it works, it's spectacular. Jones does a good job of getting stick on puck there at the last second and taking a lot of steam off it. If it doesn't work, it's a play you don't even notice. So forwards can make those little plays sometimes, little toe drags, and they work. And that one definitely worked for Fodero.
Face off to the right of Alex Lyon. First power play for Germany. Good win by Kastner. Point shot blasted just wide. Kai Wisman, he has a rocket from the blue line for Germany. Wisman on the puck again. Pop pass in front. That was intended for that high bumper slot. Peterka on the puck near circle. Peterka, Wisman. Peterka. Try to get it across as he was looking for Leo Furdell.
Farabee with a good stick in the lane there.
Furdell, Kastner for Peterka. J.J. Peterka at the goal line in front. What a chance, the pass. Maximilian Kastner nearly had his first of the tournament.
A little bit of nerves there. Yeah, he didn't play last game. This is his first couple of shifts. Gets out there on the power play. That should have been a stash right from the edge of the crease there. A great pass from Peterka, and he just missed it.
Glorious chance for Germany. Laid back to Daniel Fishbu. In his 3rd World Championship, lost it at the line. And Michaelis had to play it back. Germany comes in again. Dominic Cahoon was tracking in, but all the way down to Niederberger. 40 seconds left in the minor penalty. The trip to Cole Caulfield, who's in the box. Fishbu. Cahoon off the boards, picks it up. Around the boards, there's Mark Michaelis. One career NHL game with the Vancouver Canucks for Michaelis. Duomi, the drop pass. Mueller sends it across. Mueller at the line. Michaelis. Mueller hands it off. That drive in and out, rebound, and a good stick as Parker Tuomi was parked in front, but he couldn't cash in. Few seconds remaining in the penalty to Caulfield, so a good penalty kill here for Team USA in a 0-0 game.
That's their first successful penalty kill because they were 0 for 1 in the first game.
Moritz Mueller in his 12th World Championship starts the play as it's fired in by Tobias Eder. USA able to clear. It's up to Zegras. Zegras for Will Smith, poked away from him and sent down the ice. And that'll be an icing charge to Germany. 8 minutes to go in this first period.
Yeah, playmaking isn't quite there yet. I sense there's anxiety in trying to make plays and trying to get on the scoreboard first, make themselves feel a little better. That was the misplay. That was a terrific pass from Peterka. And Kastner, his first game in the tournament, and he just looked at that empty net for another second like, are you kidding me? It should have been in. I think in looking at that slow-mo, though, it looked like it did hop a little bit. It wasn't flat coming across, so let him off the hook a little bit there.
And remember, Brian, game 3 in this ice surface today in an older building.
Great point. Yeah.
Built in 1986.
It's warm in here.
Here's Tkachuk behind the net. Works it up top. Wrist shot, score! Tipped in front! Tkachuk might have got a piece on the shot from Kesselring. Regardless, it's 1-0 USA, and it looks like the captain's on the board.
Yeah, that one got tweaked up right on the edge of the blue paint. And that's where Brady Tkachuk lives. The battle behind the net, it started from him. He could get an assist on his own goal. He started the play behind the net, and then he fights for position. He just pushed his own man out of the way. Oh, yeah, that's a beauty of a tip. Look at that. Niederberger's in perfect position. It's going to hit him right in the crest. And Tkachuk completely changes the direction. It goes up and back to the short side. But Brady Tkachuk always makes room. And if you don't want to battle him, and as a defenseman, when you're defending, and actually that was Kastner against him there, 7-on-7. He decided to get out of the way. You make that decision. Am I going to screen my goalie if I'm in front? In the last game we saw, boy, there were tremendous battles in front, and I think it worked out really well for both teams. That was a hands-off, no coverage in front, and it really cost Germany there with that deflection by Tkachuk.
Brady Tkachuk, the captain in Ottawa, the captain for Team USA. He had 37 goals this season in the NHL. He's got his first of this tournament as well, and 3 consecutive 30-goal seasons, just a sign of his progression as a player.
But as far as coverage goes in front, I'm always in favor of you battle in front and you box out and you get those guys out of there and you take your chances. If you say, there are times, sure, where, okay, you screen the goaltender and maybe you shouldn't have, but if you get good early position, and it's hard against Tkachuk because he's a battler and he's a big man and he doesn't take no for an answer, but I still say you have to have that battle.
Werenski for Jones. Seth Jones, far point, wrist shot, and that's on. Niederberger able to hold with the save. The captain, Brady Tkachuk, his first of the tournament, 1-0 USA. His first World Championship at the men's level. We've seen Brady Tkachuk multiple times, obviously U18 World Junior. but it feels good to score, doesn't it, Brian? And the captain's got his first.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I don't think he was probably feeling great about his game. He didn't have a lot of looks at the net. There wasn't a lot going on for that line, and I know they'd put a lot of pressure on themselves and thought it was going to be better. So get on the scoreboard here early in the first period. Brady's going to be feeling a lot better.
Mueller, the high flip. Jones jumps a little bit higher, keeps it in. Boldy waits, throws it across. Nelson, rich shot in another glove. Rebound. Boldy was there and cleared by Germany.
Niederberger, that was a heck of a glove save. That was labeled top shelf.
Boldy works it in for Nelson. Behind the net, Gaudreau. Under 7 to go, first period. Our third and final game, day 2 of the World Hockey Championship here in Ostrava. Here's Boldy. Hesitates, using the backboards. Came right to Tiffels. Ty Wisman, he'll hesitate. He can see both sides changing. 3 goals, 16 points in his World Championship career. A couple of titles in the DEL with Berlin a few years back, going back to back. Mueller lost it at the line. Moritz Mueller's got to play it back. Puck available at the USA line, and Hughes has it. Jake Sanderson. Behind the net to Hughes. Hughes has to hustle, and he will. He pokes it to center. Luke Cunnin there. Cunnin back to Hughes. Hughes at center. Look out, pocket pick, but Sanderson gets back as Tuomi, a good steal. USA recovers. Cunnin skates it in, lost the puck at the line. Eder shoots it in. Line out to play it for Vlasic.
I think Luke Hughes was just trying a little bit too hard to get his game going, want to get himself in. He's a really good, terrific young talent. Likes to carry the puck, wants to get involved, and wants to be the tip of the spear sometimes. But you got to be careful about where you're stick handling, especially when you don't know guys on the other team really at all and how good they are with their sticks.
Here's the steal by Alexander Eel. Won a silver medal last year, but his team right now down 1-0 to USA. Approaching 9 p.m. here on a Saturday night in Ostrava. We're about 50 kilometers from the Polish border. And Brian, what a treat. Poland back in the main championship for the first time in 22 years. They took Latvia to overtime. Such an entertaining game. The energy was electric, and Latvia got the win.
It was a great game for us to cover. That was a lot of fun. The fans were just crazy, and I'm sure they're crazy outside right at the moment as well. This atmosphere has died down compared to that, but I think anything would be a come down after the audience you had in that last game. These people waiting more to be entertained and see what happens next. But overall, the environment game to game is terrific, and this, of course, third game of 3 in a row in the same day for us.
Really makes the World Championship so special to be a part of, to cover it, and to see the passion of the fans. Pretty cool stuff. Back to Wisman. Ty Wisman, checked by Caulfield. Up top, Mueller. What a bomb up high. Missed everything. It's behind the net. Petrie able to poke it to the captain. Here's your goal scorer, Kachuk. Up for Pinto. Pinto some speed over the line. Caulfield tried to get it in front. It bounces below the goal line. Pinto battling for the puck. Caulfield wanted to work it back to Vlasic. Mueller has it, though. And he'll get it to Wisman. Jonas Mueller. Backhand flip picked off by Vlasic. Dominic Cahoon. His 7th World Championship. 186 NHL games for Cahoon. Puck knocked down right at the line by Cahoon. Wrist shot tipped as Tipples was cutting in, and Lyon made a good save. Up the right side, Farabee with Zegras. Farabee drops back across, and the shot, he was set up by Werenski, was Farabee, and stopped by Niederberger. Good chance off the rush there for USA. They'll set up in the zone. Zegras for Farabee. Back to Zegras. Trevor Zegras, wrist shot, and that was a weird one. Kind of the right kick out, but it went almost 5-hole.
He went to kick it out, but I don't think his pad was flat on the ice, so we ended up trapping it underneath him. The U.S. had a terrific rush last time out, and Werenski's going to join the rush, and I was really surprised he didn't take this shot right there. Look, he's dead center. He's trying to get the goaltender to move and didn't expect Niederberger to make this move. But watch the goaltender. Terrific job there. I mean, he wasn't fooled at all. I think that Werenski was thinking, well, he'll come out on me. I'm dead center in the slot. He'll be high. If I push it off to the side, we'll get a shot from that bad angle. But Niederberger was all over that. He is on top of his game here early.
He represented the Olympics, Germany 2022 for his nation. The goalie of the year back home in the top league in Germany, the DEL, 2016 and 2020. Here's Boldy. He'll play it back to Werenski. 3:30 to go in the first. Jones up that right side. Gaudreau cutting in. Wrist shot stopped. He'll follow up. Bouncing puck. Boldy. And he couldn't get it by Niederberger. Lost his stick, but he found the puck. Wow, Matt Boldy, what a push in tight.
Johnny Gaudreau has a chance on the rush here. Johnny didn't have that magic stick in game 1. I thought there were times where he held on to the puck a lot. He got jammed up, ran out of racetrack, had some turnovers. This time he tries to pull the trigger from in close. He had great penetration, but he's not able to fit that one right through Forler. Boldy comes in, almost stashes it, but there's room for improvement there from Gaudreau and a couple other guys as well, too.
Boldy, Zegras, Caulfield, Sanderson, World Junior goal together. And now on the men's world stage as well. That was a wonderful team that won in Edmonton, beating Team Canada back in 2021. Not a good finish here at the World Juniors, though, back in 2020, and Caulfield a part of that team where they finished 6th. Trying to make some better memories here at Ostrava Arena. Turnover, wow, Lyon point blank, what a stop. Tobias Eder right on, and that was kicked aside. Eder back in the corner. Around the boards for Wisman. Wisman towards the net, and it's chipped to center, up for Nelson. Nelson waiting, across to the backhand. Score, what a play. 2 points in a period, and his first goal at his first Worlds for Michael Kesselring. What a rush.
Getting up on the play is always important. Becoming a forward, being the second wave, getting up on the play. But this was Brock Nelson. Brock Nelson made a beautiful play here. The breakout is really good. Control, but Nelson was able to treat it as a 2-on-1 with Kesselring jumping up on the play. So Germany has to back off. The timing of the pass was great. It was pinpoint, and Kesselring made that one look easy. He comes across, sells the shot, gets Niederberger to go down, and just fits it in a small window. Look how much room he has here. Goaltender has to go right to left, and tries to put the brakes on, but he just slides a little too far, and Kesselring beats him on that move. Really nice.
Michael Kesselring, his first World Championship appearance, had 5 goals, 21 points for the Coyotes, career highs offensively for him this past season in the NHL. So Kachuk and Kesselring, and Michael Kesselring got 2 points in this first period.
Starting to roll here a little bit. The breakout was great. A collision along the wall, and Germany lost one of their D-men. That had a lot to do with it. And then that's where Brock Nelson took over and made that great play on the 2-on-1 to give Kesselring the chance and the time to make a move that he did.
Here's Cunnin at his own line, trying to free Sanderson. Jake Sanderson cutting in, round the net. Up top, the drive, and it was blocked right to Ferdell. Leo Ferdell shoots it in. Cunnin there. Puck back to center. So the host Czechia, they're playing back-to-back nights in Prague at O2 Arena. It was 0-0 versus Finland last night, and they ended up winning in a shootout. And the last Czech, Norway has the advantage. It was 1-1, and their 2 goals were 37 seconds apart, so we'll keep you posted on that. And just got the update, 3-2 Norway, so fast and furious, some scoring over there. Gord Miller, Mike Johnson with the call, with Lindsay Hamilton, Brian Mudryk, Brian Blong, and Claire Hanna with you here at Ostrava. What a move. Will Smith cutting in, drops it off. Werenski shot up high. Oh, Will Smith. Nice hands in tight to set up Werenski.
And Werenski just snapped that one too. That was a heck of a save by Niederberger. He had to shrug that one off, and he's still moving that left shoulder, even through the pads. That one hurt him. That looked like it was going top shelf on the glove side there when Werenski moved in. You're right, Will Smith set him up with time and room.
Final minute, first period, 2-0 for the Americans. Will Smith had a heck of a couple of years. 20 points at a U18, a gold medal there. Then a World Junior gold, and a great run with Boston College in the NCAA final, losing 2-0 to Denver. And he was on a line with Ryan Leonard. It's Tkachuk bursting in, trying to get his second of the period. Man, Tkachuk is a lot to handle when he gets moving as Jonas Mueller tried to slow him down.
There we go, a little bit of pushing and shoving, and that's, I think the U.S. could use some of this. They tried to do it as the game was slipping away from them a little bit the other day against Sweden. We saw Brady Tkachuk get involved. That's the kind of game that he plays. There's that save that I was talking about. That was the Werenski shot. You could see how good it was and how labeled it was, and Niederberger shrugging off with that left shoulder save.
San Jose has got a good one in Will Smith. You saw the filthy hands. Him, Ryan Leonard, and Dave Perreault, one of the best lines in hockey outside of pro hockey for a couple of years, and all 3 of them were at Boston College together as well. They were the line at the UA teams last year in Switzerland, where they beat Sweden. Ryan Leonard had the golden goal in that under-18 tournament. Final seconds of this first period. Sanderson at the line. Works it across. Tkachuk. Nice move. Brady Tkachuk. Wrist shot. And the save. Niederberger. 4 seconds left. My goodness. Back the other way. A wrist shot just wide as Stakoviak, who hit a post in the first period, and Wojciech Stakoviak had another pretty good lick there, but it's 2-0 USA.
Fishbrook just ducked the check. Brady Tkachuk was coming from about 8 blocks away, and he was going to waste them. Good start for the U.S. Up 2-0, feeling pretty good about themselves.
Trying to rebound after their opening game loss to Sweden. Intermission is next. Laura Dyken, Dave Reed. Have you go.
So the first period is in the books and the United States 2-0. It's somehow like the last civilized the event first period. Because Germany had more chances, but the skills were not the skills in the hand up to periods. In the exam, it was merchandise show and also
Moritz, good game. Really good game.
Here we go. Stakes down, and the puck will come down. Okay, boys? Stakes down. White first, yes.
I will hold, no?
White first, no. White first, go! Yep. Yep.
Elias?
Tobias.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Yep.
Get up, guys. Battle.
Yep. Good.
Kommt, Jungs, an. Arbeiten uns zurück ins Spiel hier.
Eine Minute noch, Männer.
Starkes zweites Set, weiter hinten viel reden, weiter. Gute Boxsatz, ne? Ja. So, Boys, auf geht's hier. Komm,
Welcome back to Ostrava on this Saturday night. It is day 2 of the World Hockey Championship. A good start for Team USA. A couple of goals and a 2-0 advantage as Brady Tkachuk made it 1-0. Michael Kesselring the 2-0 goal. And I loved his interview with Claire Hanna in the intermission as Kesselring was very honest and he said, listen, growing up, I was never really the guy. I was kind of on the outside looking in, but now is my chance to shine. And he was shining in that first period.
Yeah, that was great. Claire's so good at just getting stuff out of guys. And that, I thought that really jumped out at me, too, when he said that. And he wants to make the most of this.
USA coming again. Boldy shooting. Glove side up high. And he missed over the net. Matt Boldy again. Every time he's on the ice, something good happens.
Absolutely. He was one of the best players for USA in their loss in their first game. I thought he was effective everywhere. He makes something happen. I mean, he's had 2 really good years. 29 goals and 31 goals last year. He knows what to do with the puck when it comes to getting his chance to score, too.
Broke his ankle back in 2021, but my goodness, he's responded big time. And John Hines has him in Minnesota. Nelson nearly in, just bobbled the puck. John Hines actually saw, what, 5 or 6 Swedes on his team from Minnesota, and they made him pay in the opening game, including Joel Eriksson-Ek. Aylis starts the play. He'll drop it off. McNeilis cutting in, taken away by Jones, and he'll play it to center. Nelson, the steal. Brock Nelson, a good job in the corner, around the boards for Johnny Gaudreau. Gaudreau getting back to center, trying to get the puck away from Yasin Aylis. Aylis in his 7th World Championship for Germany. Here's Hughes, some speed. He'll feed the line. Cole Caulfield there. Caulfield will flip it in. Caulfield, a longtime running mate of Jack Hughes in USA Hockey's National Team Development Program in Plymouth, Michigan. At the time, they actually broke a record on the same play. Caulfield for goals, Hughes for points, so they cut the puck in half. And each of them has half a puck.
Nice.
Peterka, give it go, and that shot right on from Frederick Tiefels, and a good save from Alex Lyon.
That first period, it felt like Germany was played like, okay, we're going to see exactly what this American team is all about. We're going to play our defensive game. Maybe we'll react off of what they do, play a counter game. So we'll see if they take charge a little bit more. Perhaps the table was set by Harold Price when he said in the interview to Claire that, well, we expect the U.S. to push the pace and come at us. So expecting that, sometimes you start off the game on your heels, and there was a little bit of that from Germany.
Stakoviak won the draw as Ubekula plays it far corner. Pinto has it in his own zone, zipped up quickly. Kachuk, he'll drop it back. Hughes for Caulfield, in shot. And not the shot he was looking for, whipped it wide a little bit. Here's Kachuk in the corner for Caulfield. Caulfield, that drive missed the mark from Sanderson far point. Hughes gets pinned, in comes Shane Pinto. Pinto in the corner. Zegras getting watched closely by Bowler. Across for Hughes. Luke Hughes spinning in. Hughes has got a lane. Backhand feed in front. Zegras trying to control the bouncing puck. Trevor Zegras. Across again. In front, shot, stop, rebound, follow up. Will Smith in front as they jab away. It's loose in the crease. And the official is right there looking, and down and out. Niederberger. And there's the goal cam, and Will Smith, every time he gets an opportunity, Brian, he's doing something special.
Ubekula saved the goal. He's the one who made the foot save on this. Smith has the open net. The goaltender is not going to get there. But somewhere along the line, Ubekula must have been a goalie in street hockey or something, because that was a kick save and a beauty right there. Look how the whole open side, and Smith must have been going, are you kidding me? Never expected that. And in the battle in the paint, it's good. Lots of pushing. The whistle didn't come right away, so it must have been free for a while. But no goal for the U.S.
Will Smith led the NCAA in scoring. What a player. It was Macklin Celebrini, though, winning the Hobey Baker this year. Top player in men's collegiate hockey in the USA. And that's out of play into the netting here in Ostrava Arena.
Well, some excellent young talent on the U.S. team again. And again, moving towards the Olympics down the road and in the near future. There's another look from a different angle of how that play happened. And there it is in the crease. And I wonder how close that was to a hand on top of the puck, too, which would have been penalty shot. That was Forler, but I think he just pushed it into the goaltender's pad. Hard for the goaltenders when they're swimming around to put enough torque on their legs to not get pushed in. I know you can't push the goalie in over the line, but you can sort of loosen the puck up. And when the goalies get spread eagled like that with their legs out, it's tough to maintain that position.
We mentioned Macklin Celebrini and Will Smith. Well, they're going to be teammates likely sooner rather than later. In San Jose, turnover right in front, shot in the glove in the crease. Sprawling back Lyon. And now it's all hands on deck to the left of Lyon as they jab away. Just a maze of bodies in front. Mueller up top, wrist shot, and that grazed the crossbar. Oh, what a push from Germany.
Bad turnover coming out of the corner, and that's what started it. Germany was in good position. It looked like the U.S. was going to be okay. This is after the turnover, and then they get it back into the scoring area here. The U.S. is in scramble mode, and that hit the joint of the crossbar and the goalpost. This is after the turnover coming out of the corner. Petrie tried to make a little backhand play into the middle, and I'm not sure if it was kind of moving up ice or whatever. Didn't expect it. Anyway, the puck went behind him, and so it went right to Germany, and this is how everything all ensued. Oh, Kastner again. That's the second time for Kastner looking up going, are you kidding me? I get in the lineup. I missed one in the first period because it bounced on me a little bit and I had the open net. That one I had the open net and couldn't get the handle on that either.
So right now, it sounds like Alex Lyon's getting some attention. His hand is bleeding.
Must have got it stepped on in all that commotion. And there was a lot of commotion there. A lot of bodies from both teams. And They only give you so much time. So yeah, they're gonna have to make a goaltending change, and Trey Augustine will come in because it looks like Lyon needs some further repairs. Yeah, no doubt about that. He's got it covered up with the towel. They got to stop the bleeding and take care of it for his sake as well.
You don't know the name Trey Augustine. He's already one of the most decorated Americans when it comes to international hockey. He's got 4 medals all time on the international stage. And how about that World Junior Gold? His numbers, 175 goals against, 936 save percentage. Also won a gold medal at the U18s as well. And he's a Red Wings second-round pick in 2023, so he's got a bright future ahead of him.
At 19 years old, and playing at Michigan State, 23 wins, 23-9-2, 915 save percentage at Michigan State. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good start on heading into a pro career right around the corner here, and what a job he's handed right now, coming in cold.
And a teammate of that guy on the bench for that great run, that was Ryan Leonard. They showed on the bench. A lot of success. Leonard, Will Smith, Trey Augustine. So Augustine in the net. Let's hope that Alex Lyon is okay. Alex Nedeljkovic is the other goalie for the Americans. Here's Gaudreau. Spreads that across. And Boldy collided with Werenski, but Boldy's got the puck. Matt Boldy. Johnny Gaudreau. Up top, Jones. And swing and a miss. Werenski for Boldy. Down low. Zips it up top again. That wrist shot just wide as Nelson let it go. Weird bounce off the side boards, and look out, possible break coming in. Jonas Muller in, shot, what a stop. Welcome to the tournament, Trey Augustine, and he kicks it aside. Alis with a gorgeous opportunity, and Trey Augustine. Check his pulse, Brian. That was outstanding.
Great warm-up shot, that was. It was Seth Jones who got caught outside, and Ailish is flying the zone. See, Jones plays the puck along the wall, but when it goes all the way around and takes a weird hop, Jones had hesitated, didn't get himself back into the middle of the ice. Ailish was on the move, saw the good bounce, and here's the chance that he got. The puck was rolling on him. He had to settle it a little bit, so he couldn't pull the trigger probably as early as he wanted. And so when you're doing that, you probably lose 5, 6, 8 feet maybe as you're settling it down, coming in at high speed. So his angles got less and less, or worse and worse, I should say, but still a heck of a save.
Yazin Alis, former DEL Player of the Year in his 7th World Championship. What a great look there, and a better save, Trey Augustine. That was awesome. Hughes, checked by Peturka. Here's Pinto, a little burst of speed. Shane Pinto with Kachuk. Kachuk, oh, Caulfield. He loaded up and missed. That wrist shot blocked. Sanderson looking for the puck. Luke Hughes. Try to get it back to Pinto under a little bit of pressure. Peturka trying to track it down, and what a pass, Sanderson for Pinto. A couple Ottawa Senators, and it's up to Ryan Leonard. Leonard, he got shoved down hard by Tobias Volvler. Leonard back to work, trying to bring it in front of the net. Bouncing puck for a circle. There's Kachuk. Zegras. Leonard from a knee. Leonard taken down. Leonard's only 19, but he's a feisty player. A Capitals first round pick.
For sure. And they are going at it. He did not like being taken down behind the net.
He will not back down from the heat of a fight, Ryan Leonard.
Yeah, he was pushing and shoving there with Rebecula.
Here's Zegras cutting in. Trevor Zegras shot, and that was stopped point blank. Niederberger. Another drive right on Ryan Leonard. Wow, a bit of a shooting gallery. And Matthias Niederberger keeping it a 2-0 game.
I think the puck flipped up on Zegras. He's angry with himself, and he's kind of flipped his hand over the blade. Let's see what happens here, but it seemed to me that it just went up on edge here. Yeah, see that? It's rolling, so he lost a little bit of control there. And I think it was bothering him when he realized that players at high speed, and it's a quick turnover, you're on the move, you've got a lot of momentum going towards the net. They go by feel, and I think just that little second of hesitation there, like, the puck's on edge. He took the shot, but maybe lost a tad of control. Still a very good save.
Alexander Eel, the give and go as he drives in. Swiping at it was Maximilian Kastner, who's had some glorious chances. Number 7, they're on the move. Kastner again inside, he crashes into the net. how many looks for Kastner? They're going to call it crease violation. As Kastner busting in. He's having a game for Germany.
He sure is. Every time he gets out there, something happens good for Kastner. Here's one of the goal scorers for Team USA, Michael Kesselring. Got set up beautifully, came in late on the play and ended up being mano-a-mano with Niederberger. Made a beautiful move on him and made it 2-0 for the U.S.
Maximilian Kastner works it across. Cabell to center. Eyssimont the steal. Buchanan shot right on. And Niederberger, who might have to be the best player going forward here for Germany.
Yeah. That was a really nice play on the attack there by Mikey Eyssimont. Took the line, started going east-west from the right wing side into the middle, and then dumped it back from where he came from. And that's what gave Cunnin the chance. There it is right there. Create a hole, fill a hole. Cunnin gets it, is able to walk in, doesn't get a great shot away, but Mikey Eyssimont, this guy in the NHL, with a smaller ice surface, and here he'll have a chance. You'll see. He'll drive wide around a defenseman, and you'll think, okay, he's not going to go to the front of the net. Oh, yes, he is. He's got the guts of a bank robber when it comes coming in there, and he'll go right through the crease. And he scores some dandies there. He has no fear at all. Sometimes when you see the defenseman's eyes like, I'm going to wipe you out, he doesn't care. He just keeps coming anyway.
Now you talk about Luke Cunnin. He scored his first NHL goal shorthanded. And he was the first player in Wild history to do so. Former first-round pick of the Wild is Luke Cunnin. Now with the San Jose Sharks. In comes Johnny Gaudreau. Here's a guy that would love to get hot here in this tournament. Gaudreau. Round the net. Centering pass for Nelson in front. Broken up. You just feel like if guys like Zegras and Gaudreau can get some good vibes going and a little bit of offense, they're offensive guys that maybe they'll relax a little bit and get their tournament going. Here's Boldy on the stretch pass. USA was changing behind him, so good job Boldy providing a little bit of extra time. He's in there with Gaudreau. Tifels able to free it. It's back to Wisman. Sanderson, good wheels to get back into that corner. Tries to chip it away from Tifels. Here's Pinto in his own zone. Flips it to the right wing. Sanderson had a little bit of daylight, but he couldn't get there in time. Pinto plays it to center, right to Mueller. Jonas Mueller. A 2018 Olympic silver medal for Germany. Silver medal at the Men's World last year. Nice little run for Jonas Mueller. Peterka spinning away. Gave it to Pinto, though.
I haven't seen Peterka get to the level he was at last year, too. I mentioned that he was an all-star for the tournament last year at the World Championships. He was their best player. He was one of the most noticeable players every game for the entire tournament for me. I kept going, geez, Peterka was really good again, virtually every shift. Haven't seen that yet for Peterka for the Germans so far in a game and a half.
7 goals to your point, 13 points last year. He was named a media all-star forward. But I think like a lot of players, O'Brien, like you mentioned, the Americans, take some time to maybe find your game, settle in, and get going in a way that you got to get going.
Yeah, and there's a little bit more snarl in the game. There's been a little bit extra there. I feel like they need a little bit of that. Now, you need somebody on the other side to do it, and the Germans have done a little bit of it here. There was a smattering of it in their first game against the Swedish team, but really not enough. I think there's a lot of going through the guy's head, just trying to get that chemistry on this U.S. team with virtually an entire new team out there. And sometimes that emotional push gets overlooked because you're just trying to get some chemistry and make some plays.
Germany winning 7 of their last 8 games at the World Championship.
Impressive.
The last loss was to Canada in the gold medal game. They had a nice little run, tournament that you covered last year.
Yeah, they were. I don't know if a surprise was the right word, but they certainly came through to expectations and then above that. Latvia was the story because they ended up with the bronze medal, so they would, I think, take the cake in that respect. But Germany was real solid, and coming in with the silver medal was really good.
Petrie, the ball, but it was blocked. In comes Heel. Seegers actually won the draw, but Germany now a chance in the offensive zone. There's Alexander Eel. He'll flip it across. Eder. Seegers back defensively, pokes it up to Ryan Leonard. He gave it away though. Eder's got it. Eder waits for help, try to swing it in, and Seegers took it away. Bouncing puck, and Seegers flipped it in high. Jeff Petrie. Ryan Leonard again getting into it with Kastner. He's had a few dusts up with a few German players. Asamot, he'll go to work now in the corner. Cunnin blew a tire, held in quickly by Jones. He'll snap it in and out of the glove, but plays whistle down.
Mikey Asamot in the middle of things again. There's always lots of conversations going on when a whistle goes and you're in front of the offensive net. Mikey Asamot never lets up. He just has that way about him. He gets under the skin. And you get under Muller's skin a little bit there. No penalties.
So it was offside USA. Jones could not keep it onside. The beer on a Saturday night is available and flowing. 9:30 p.m. local time in Ostrava. Afternoon back home in North America. Glad you're watching our coverage on TSN and NHL Network.
I'm surprised there's any beer left in the place after the last game.
Yeah. Poland, Latvia, their fans, they were helping out the cause. Ehlers brings it in for Germany. Ehlers shot, stick save Augustine, and the follow-up, he stopped that too, and the Americans skate up in numbers the other way. Cunnin racing after the puck. Asamon in the corner. Jones across. Werenski waits as Kevin Hayes got it in deep. Werenski around the net. Zach Werenski drops it off for Jones. Seth Jones down low, gets it back. Jones shoots. Oh, and he just missed. Nice passing. Kevin Hayes, a good setup. Jones back to work. Jones curls around for USA. Jones, far point. Werenski took a look. He'll reset at the line and hold it in momentarily. And a good steal. Gaudreau had it, but finally taken away by Yazin Ehlers. Gaudreau at center brings it right back in. Johnny Gaudreau drops it off. Shot probably going wide. Werenski let it go, but snagged down by Niederberger. USA a 2-0 advantage here in Ostrava. And there is Alex Nedeljkovic now in his gear. So obviously, if you're just joining our coverage, unfortunately, after a scrum in front of the net, Alex Lyon was injured. He was bleeding from his hand. Trey Augustine came into the game. So now you can see, obviously, Nedeljkovic on the bench. And Augustine, it looks like, will go the rest of the way here for USA.
Yeah, and his first shot was a doozy of a save. It was a beauty. One-on-one situation. He kicked it out, so he came in ready. But yeah, that's too bad. Lyon played very well in game one, even though they lost. And he must have got stepped on. It looked like his glove hand, and he was bleeding. They took him off, and so now we see Nedeljkovic in his backup.
Here's Boldy in front of his bench. At Boldy at the line. Look out, gave it away. Peterka cutting in. JJ Peterka with a burst, and he lost the puck.
Sanderson just a little touch at the last minute without taking a hooking penalty.
Nelson backdoor feed. Boldy
outside of the net.
The throw in front. Oh, what a stop! And that time, a good save by Niederberger. Penalty coming up. So Augustine to the bench. Extra attacker. My goodness. Chances for USA. And we hesitated, or I did, Brian, because I've seen that movie at this tournament already. We've seen a puck go in the side of the net.
Yep.
It was obviously not a goal, but it ended up in the net. Regardless, USA and Boldy. I mean, I feel like a broken record. Boldy having a great tournament here.
Yeah. So the Peterka chance, his great speed. I mean, he was able to pull away from Sanderson and the back check, and then he just mishandled it. I think the puck was rolling. He was under such stress, and I think Sanderson got his stick in there just enough to really bother him. And then back at the other end of the ice, there's the situation and the opportunity that the U.S. had, and there's the penalty. So the power play here for the U.S., and they want to get this going too. They were 0-for in the game against Sweden.
You got Boldy, you got Kachuk, you got Gaudreau, you got Caulfield, and there's Werenski at the line. Your power play for USA. Caulfield in the corner. Werenski at the line. Little dish. Werenski. Boldy. Not Boldy. Zach Werenski. Johnny Gaudreau. Werenski thought about the shot. Werenski, great shot up high. Rebound. Caulfield taking forward. Boldy reaching for the puck. Center of the net. Score. Johnny Gaudreau. Welcome to the tournament. His first power play goal. 3-0 USA.
Johnny's playing the flank on that left wing side, but this was just an opportunity where the play actually started from the opposite side, and they just get it into the scoring area. And he's standing in the right place, and Matt Boldy was part of it again. They get it over on that right wing side, and Boldy comes in at the right time when it looked like the Germans had a chance to clear it back down the ice. When Boldy, watch the bottom of your screen here, see Boldy comes in and he tweaks it up because Tuomi was right there. Tuomi, number 62, had a chance to clear this. He comes back, he wants to spin and do it, but it's the timing of Boldy coming in, stick on puck. He keeps it alive, and it ends up over on the stick of Johnny Gaudreau, and he puts it in for the third goal.
Well, two things happened there, Brian. Johnny Gaudreau, he's on the score sheet,
that'll help.
And a goal in the power play.
Yep. Cure two things at one time. And I was about to say that before they scored. They do want to set up Johnny Gaudreau. I mean, he's a great puck handler. His history and his numbers speak to that. But when the passes were made 2-3 times in a row, the Germans really rushed him. They made a point to get on him right away, and it wasn't working very well. We saw the same thing in the game against Sweden. As soon as they went to the other side eventually, on Boldy's side, they did not rush Boldy, and so the play developed differently.
Kachuk, he went hard into the end boards.
That's the second time.
Yeah, slowly going off for Team USA. Let's hope the captain's okay.
I think he missed a shift earlier when he got tweaked up and he lost his balance and went into the boards, and this one didn't look much better. And yeah, that right side's taking a beating.
And remember game one versus Sweden, he got roughed up a little bit as well after a play. Germany controls. Here's Eel spinning, shooting, and full credit, Trey Augustine. I mean, you're 19 years of age, your first men's World Hockey Championship, but I got to tell you, you can see Kachuk, little conversation, and we'll have a look at what happened to him here.
First in on the puck in the offensive zone, nothing new about that. And he has position He knows what's going to happen when he gets taken in, and it looked like that back skate came up and whacked him right in the back.
Stakoviak can't win the draw. Werenski moves it quickly. Will Smith up the right wing. Smith stops and dishes it in. Werenski's in the corner. Farabee, Jones, Smith, space. Will Smith shoots and he wrist shot just wide far side. Jones for Trevor Zegras. Werenski, and just offside was Farabee with 6:12 to go here in this second period.
I think we're seeing the results too of this being the third game tonight in this warm building. And we mentioned the ice surface before, but it's not holding up that great. I don't think the puck is rolling an awful lot, and it gets snowy very quickly. Still 6 minutes to go in this period, and it's not going to get any better.
We were chatting. You wonder who that favors, like the skilled teams, because maybe you're passing the puck, or does it even matter? I mean, it's ice. You both got to play on it. And here's Germany coming in. Pass right in front. And what a chance. They jam away. The hands are up celebrating. And it's a goal. Yazin Ailis was jamming it home. And he'll get the goal. Germany on the board. It's 3-1.
Yeah, this is about will, not skill. And so are you going to battle, or are you going to clear guys out? And not much. There's only so much a goaltender can do. Trey Augustine has to make the save, and then you try and get a handle on it. But if it's in your pads and the opposing team, it's not going to give up on it, and they don't. A couple of more whacks. Yeah, goaltenders, the referee is in great position behind the goaltender, and it just leaked right through him. It was still active enough, and whoever got that last push on it. Now the officials are conferring. We'll see what they say. I don't know if they're going to review this. Doesn't look like there's no announcement, so it looks like it's holding up. But in those situations, again, I'm going to compare this to the last game that we saw. I mean, there were fierce battles in situations like that. Guys got rocked all over the place, just cleaning people out. Both sides did it. In this game, not so much. It's been more about stick on puck, trying to clear things out and not clearing men out. And I think that cost the U.S. in this situation.
Saw Derek Lalonde on the bench, part of the coaching staff as well, the head coach in Detroit, and assistant here to John Hines. So Germany with some life as Yazin Ailis on the board in the tournament. Here's Sanderson at center and brought in offside. Germany's got a goal. It's 3-1 USA. Getting closer to 10 p.m. on a Saturday night. And Germany with a response. Yazin Ailis. I think these guys will be going well into the night. Having a great time inside Ostrava Arena.
Well, especially when they got started at breakfast.
Well, we would join them, Brian, but we got 3 more games tomorrow here. Here's Farabee lunging. Tried to center the puck. Look out. Good steal, Farabee, as they took turns giving away at center. And to your point, man, it's choppy ice right now.
Yep.
Hard to settle it down. Peterka. Swings it across. That shot, and Trey Augustine pushed over, able to make the save.
Sanderson played that 2-on-1 correctly. He got a stick on it, but he didn't control it completely. So the Germans still end up getting a chance. He's in good position, and he does the right thing. But again, because the puck is rolling and bobbling a little bit, and was that Cahoon, I think, that ended up with the scoring chance. Those guys together, Peterka and Cahoon, had some really good chemistry. And that was a good setup, and Sanderson did the right thing, but just couldn't quite control it. So Trey Augustine still had to make a really good, solid save.
This is a special tournament for Cahoon. He actually was born in Plana, Czech Republic, from Czechia, has the German passport. Won an Olympic silver medal for Germany in Pyeongchang back in 2018, and this is a pretty special one for him, playing in his home country in a World Championship. Meantime, Czechia has tied it versus Norway over in Prague 3-3. And Stankoviak right on, Trey Augustine.
Well, we'll see if the Germans have much pushback here offensively. They can't afford to let too much time slip away before they start stepping on the gas. They're still a little under 5 here in the second period, but at the same time, they haven't had a lot of looks at the net. They haven't had a lot of puck possession. As the game has gone on, the U.S. starting to get to their game certainly a lot better than they did against the Swedes.
Good to see Tkachuk on the ice.
Yeah.
Team USA.
Banged up twice in this game.
He's a big, tough kid, Brady Tkachuk. He's on the puck right now. Over the line, Tkachuk. First shot, hit a body, went wide. Stakoviak. Goes to the right side. Fishbuke. Around the wall, Suomi. Stakoviak at his skates. Fishbuke chasing after it. Puck at center. At the line, Pinto able to bring it in. Fishbuke trying to chip it out for Germany. There's Wisman. He'll able to clear, and it should be icing. And will be icing versus Germany.
Yeah, I think there are going to be times in this game for sure where it's going to be more north-south and fewer plays. Because I really think the ice is becoming more and more of a factor all the time. Players are partially over-skating it. It's just not sliding with effectiveness here, and I really don't see it getting any better moving forward into the third period.
Nelson, good clean win, back to the point. Werenski, and again that hopped over the stick of Gaudreau. Matt Boldy, up to the point. Werenski for Jones. Seth Jones, wrister, deflected just wide. Boldy through the legs, try to get that in front. That shot, Gaudreau right on, and again, Johnny Gaudreau starting to get some looks, but Niederberger, a good save.
Yeah, it sure is. And I like this line. The line was pretty good. And I mentioned before that I thought Johnny Gaudreau overhandled some things, and he just wasn't in the groove the way he can be. But Boldy, we've mentioned many times. And Brock Nelson, who is just one of those sneaky, good, efficient players all the time at scoring and just managing the game. I thought he was really good against the Swedes and has been very solid again here in this one. But Johnny now is starting to get the feel, and this line could start to pop up as maybe the big-time production line for the U.S.
Germany shoots it in. Alexander Eel giving chase for the puck. Sanderson plays it. Look out as the linesman took a tumble. Backhand feed by Eder, but backward is Fowler. He's got to pick it up for Germany. Paired up with Ubekula. Ubekula has it. Ubekula at his own line takes a look. Sanderson back. In comes Eel. Hughes leaves it for Farabee. Luke Hughes able to dig it free. They'll find Sanderson. Hunnan took a big body check there. That was Moritz Mueller in his 12th World Championship. The veteran laying the body. Here's Hayes down low. Hunnan right through the crease, trying to get it back to Farabee. Here's Farabee in the corner. Buchanan. Farabee. Farabee stick handling. Behind the net, Hayes. And Hayes lost the puck battle to Michaelis. Foot race on as Ailes racing into the corner. Pinned by Petrie. Aylis, Petrie trying to dig it free, and it's cleared by the Americans. And this time it's icing charge to USA. Face off in front of Trey Augustine.
Just using the boards or the wall and getting the puck down the ice at times, I have no problem with that. Now you have to have efficiency on face-off because it's going to come back to your own end. But sometimes it is just the best way to relieve pressure. You cannot always manage the puck out of a bad situation, out of a bad shift or two, and work your way out of the zone with nice passes all the time. Sometimes you just got to get it out.
Point shot kicked aside as Wisman let it go, and Augustine at a right pad. In comes Petrie, racing after Wisman. Peterka, nice little feed. Kai Wisman. Peterka lost it, and look out. Here comes Will Smith the other way. Through the legs of Tiffels for Leonard. Leonard cutting in. Ryan Leonard. Fun to see those two back on the ice together again. Ryan Leonard, Will Smith.
Leonard with a really nice toe drag to get himself into position. Then he wanted to get it back to Smith, and he fanned on the pass.
Niederberger. He'll lay it back. Zubekula, good little play. Puck in the corner. Big body check delivered there as Brian Leonard. It's another example of that physical brand of hockey that he brings, and Capitals fans are going to love. Leonard at center. Ryan Leonard will dish it in. Tobias Fowler. We saw Ubekula look at the clock, and what he sees is a minute remaining here in Ostrava in this second period. Kesselring has had a real nice game for USA. He'll hand it off to Sanderson. Shane Pinto. Pinto, he gets taken down, but Caulfield has it. He'll chip it ahead. Kachuk was laid out trying to get that puck. Mueller at center. He works it in. Sanderson back. They'll stop. In comes Parker Tuomi. Tuomi behind the net. He's got a little bit of space. Tried to center. It's in front and chipped away by Phil Caulfield. 20 seconds remaining. 3-1 USA. Here's Pinto. Cutting in. Cole Caulfield. Caulfield wrist shot falling, and he missed up top. Kesselring. Pinto delivers. Caulfield shoots. Pad stop. 5 seconds left. One more try. Score! Beautiful rocket, Luke Hughes. You're on the board here in Ostrava, and it's 4-1 USA with 3 seconds left in the period.
Yeah. Cole Caulfield was high and wide again for about the 4th time in this tournament, I think. Then when he got his second chance, he made sure, I think it was barely a foot off the ice, and that kept the play alive. He'll go off the goaltender, and then Luke Hughes will move in for a rebound. There's the shot, and it kicks out. Hughes moving in, and those Hughes brothers, man, they have got hand. They can skate and they can fire, and this is an absolute beauty. Niederberger, who's really good in this game, made a lot of saves. I don't think he picked that up until maybe it was only 4 or 5 feet in front of him, and it was the perfect shot. He couldn't fight that one off. There were a couple of bodies in between the shooter Hughes and the goaltender Niederberger, and yeah, with 3 seconds to go, and now it's 4-1 USA.
You know what I love the most about that goal by Hughes? He just acted like he's been here before. No big deal. Tom Jill. USA, that late goal helps. It's a 4-1 lead. Flordyke and Dave Reed, your intermission. Next on TSN and NHL Network.
So was there possible goal, maybe the decisive moment of this game between the United States and Germany? You never know, because it's those 20 minutes going to play. And in the meantime, you can download the official IIHF use that here to spin the ball and to win some interesting awards. So, intermission app, download it, live and we'll see you in a few moments. Let's check out the stats and we'll resume.
So let's keep the level.
Keep going. Oi!
Don't come over the dot, please. Don't come over the dot. A little bit behind. Thank you.
Yep, yep!
Forward.
Hey, hey, hey!
Loose. Loose. Hands down, guys. Stay out. Loose. Stay out.
Yep, yep, play the pass, play it. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, no, no, no. Get up, boys. Not the hug, come on, boys, good. Stay out of the blue.
we also want to remind you that there is a second game going on tonight in Prague Arena in Group A, where the home team Czechia plays Norway. They were down 2-3 after the first period, and thanks to Consolidating, they were able to even things up, so it's 3-3 at the start of the third period. And we are ready to get engaged here in Ostrava Arena, and just to recall what happened
Kommen Sie mal rüber. Aber richtig Stimmung auf der Maschine. Komm, Maschine. Ja. Habe ich jetzt gespürt beim letzten Mal? Ich wollte auf die kurze, auf die weite Seite, weil nicht die kürzer. Das ging so schnell, das war ein Nachschuss und Chaos. Vielleicht bin ich dann trotzdem auf der kurzen Seite.
Less talent. I feel less force.
United States.
Welcome back to Ostrava. Trey Augustine has come into the game. Alex Lyon, unfortunately, injured, so he left the game. Alex Nedeljkovic is on the bench. And this man's done a nice job. Matthias Niederberger. I mean, the score's 4-1, Brian, but yeah, to your point, it could be a lot more if not for him.
No doubt. He's made a couple of tremendous saves that were just labeled for top corners, and he's fought this off. And the Germans have been overmatched for sure. The U.S. took a little time to get their game going early on in the first period, but once they scored the first 2 goals for sure, now you can see them start to get into a different gear. They've got a power play goal now. That'll make them feel better after being shut out against Sweden in game 1. And so, yeah, line after line now, they're starting to put pressure on Germany, and Germany doesn't seem to have much pushback offensively.
Johnny Gaudreau, a goal and assist. Cole Caulfield has a couple of assists as well. Talked about Michael Kesselring, a goal and a helper. He had that in the first period alone. As Jones works it in, Niederberger. He'll play it. Nelson, those steals. Gaudreau was in front. Good defensive play, Mueller, as he broke that up. Turnover, Gaudreau again across, and it was chipped aside by Wisman. Early icing, charge to Germany.
So going forward, will the lines, stay the same? Are they settling in now? Certainly with the result on the scoreboard, having switched to center icemen, Kachuk and Caulfield were playing with Zegras in the first game. Now they've been playing with Pinto in this one. Pinto and Zegras flip-flop, really. And then Will Smith was able to move up. He was the 7th forward, and he's moved up more regularly onto a line with Zegras and Farabee in this game. So just a few tweaks here and there, move guys around a little bit, give them a different feel, and it certainly has helped loosen things up.
Here's Caulfield for Sanderson. You saw Caulfield, that great chance in the slot. That drive Hughes knocked down. Will Friedel was trying to break away. I get to watch Cole Caulfield a lot in Montreal during the regular season NHL, Brian, and he's starting to slowly find his game, though, and I think he's going to be a dangerous player going forward for USA.
Oh, yeah, he always is. You give him chances in the slot, he doesn't miss many. He has been a little high wide so far in the tournament, a couple of times yesterday, and then good cover up there by Augustine, and then at least White once, if not twice, in this game already, too, but he will find the range. Guy's got great hands. He's got that pure sniper about him. Another chance, knows timing, and he had time and room. That was a heck of a shot. Another big-time save fought off the side of the cheek, I think, by Niederberger, and then the shoulder as well. He's really hung in there well. Yeah, I mean, you're right. 4 goals against on Niederberger, but he's made saves like that several times.
Germany controls off the drop. Wrist shot, Augustine right on. And J.J. Peterka, he's a guy you look to when it comes to offense out of Munich, Germany. Silver medalist last year. And 13 points, he was wonderful, and he's trying to get his groove here a year later.
Yeah, they need him to get going and find his range and get back to somewhere close to what he was last year. Not getting as many looks, doesn't have that magic feel, and he just seemed to be in that zone last year where everywhere he went, the puck showed up and he was making plays.
Augustine kicks it aside. Dominic Cahoon was tracking, and that's the name I haven't said a lot tonight either. Dominic Cahoon, who can also light it up for Germany. Foot race on. Luke Cunnin chasing after it. It's swung back to center. I don't think enough for icing, as Jeff Petrie, who plays for Detroit, lays it back for Vlasic. Kevin Hayes through center, lost the handle. Getting back to Stokoviak. Here's a turnover, drive right on, and good stop as Hayes let it go. Jammed in by Petrie. Vlasic picks up the puck. Alex Vlasic. Luke Gunning. Kevin Hayes up top. Petrie, low stop, and a good stop again. Niederberger. Petrie again, far point. Little wrister, wanted the tip. Michael Eyssimont. Eyssimont hands it off. Eyssimont career offensive highs this year in Tampa Bay for the Lightning. And there's not Corsi or stats for agitation, Brian, but I'm sure he's up there when it comes to Tampa Bay and helping out in that regard.
Yep. They'll just try to keep control of this game now and practice that sort of shutdown mode. Puck control, play by the clock and the score. Know what you have to do in different areas of the ice. You get under pressure and your line's having a bad shift. Make sure you get it out. Work on those types of things here. It's everything about moving forward to that next game and getting into the medal round. And along the way, though, you got to have the wins. But this one's in their back pocket right now. They just have to execute the way they're supposed to from here on in.
Will Smith for Farabee. Farabee over the line. Smith throws it to the wall. Werenski pokes it in for Farabee. Alexander Eel took it away. And when you consider this group and Group B, and just from what we've seen, obviously Sweden a favorite, USA, Germany's a strong team, Slovakia is a strong team. So if you can win in 60 minutes in regulation, it's a big win here for USA to get off on the right foot after losing the opener.
Well, the two teams that we saw in the second game here this afternoon, and Poland is one of them. They're the newest. Can they maintain that level? It was very impressive what they did. They are not going to be an easy out. It's not going to be an automatic 2 points. To go, okay, here's a team that hasn't been in the top level since the early 2000s, and they come in and they showed they belong. Like they were really good. That was a heck of a hockey game. Both teams played real hard in every aspect of the game, well coached and well managed. So even for those top teams that you just talked about, when they get up against those two teams.
3 points for a win in regulation, 2 points if you win an OT or a shootout. And if you're the loser in OT or the shootout, you do get that single point. And remember, head-to-head matchups, we've got a penalty coming up. I believe a trip on Mark Michaelis, and yes it is, and he's going to the box.
That was Sanderson, who's got good movement in his game too. You keep your feet moving, he's aware of what's happening. Yeah, chop right across the leg, that's pretty easy call. So a chance for the power play to come out, and yeah, Brady Tkachuk's out there again. He's got nicked up a couple of times in this game, but he'll take his usual spot net front and on this power play. And a chance to work on some more puck movement and some more success on the power play after a slow start in game one. They already have one in this game.
They got the puck. It's Werenski. Werenski, Gaudreau, cross ice shot, Boldy, and handled by Niederberger. Boldy again, far circle. Pop pass up front. Werenski, Boldy. Boldy still with it. He's got Gaudreau near circle. Caulfield in the bumper. Tkachuk's in front. Boldy trying to zip that through to Caulfield. Gaudreau will glove it down. Caulfield's got it. Up top, Werenski. Werenski, Boldy. Caulfield, quick shot, and he just missed. Gaudreau, Werenski. Caulfield fighting for position. Good battle in the slot, and it's chipped down the ice by Germany.
Caulfield's had a couple of looks. He does have 2 assists in this game as well.
Marty St. Louis talked about Caulfield's game. Yeah, the goals down. He's still at 28, but his 200-foot game, his vision, and his assists, they were big in Montreal on that top line.
Well, that's the next step for a guy of his caliber and his age and his goal-scoring ability. Is if you want to have a couple of more minutes a game, being a top-level guy means you have to be able to shut the game down and play the right way. Yeah, he goes out there in scoring situations, but when you've got a 1-goal lead, is he going to be out there or is somebody else going to be there? So that's Marty St. Louis teaching him those ropes, and Caulfield's a quick study.
Gaudreau follows up, cross ice pass Boldy, and it was Caulfield as you were talking about him. Another good chance in the slot.
He keeps getting chances like that. You know, they start to come in bunches. Goal scorers just have that thing about them, and he goes back to the bench looking up at the ceiling. He wants to break that glass ceiling when it comes to scoring goals.
Good speed, Hughes driving in, just a few seconds left in the man advantage. And you know, it's different in your home club in Montreal. Caulfield's usually in the far circle, but they got him in the bumper spot and a chance to learn and maybe take advantage of that position as that drive from Leonard up high. 5-on-5 hockey. Nelson for Hughes. He'll work it across. Seth Jones getting some help from Nelson. Nelson flips it for Zegras. Hughes, wrist shot, traffic in front. Nelson was there.
Great wrist shot too.
Turnover Zegras, and Zegras chipped it behind the net. 37 minutes gone here in this third period. We talked about Caulfield. So the United States, they start the tournament bang bang. 2 straight games back to back, a day off. And then it's Juraj Slafkovsky and Slovakia will take on Team USA, both Caulfield and company. That'll be on Monday. Teammates and linemen in Montreal. There's a chance in front. Farabee, oh, what a save. Stick went flying, though, as Niederberger's lost the stick, but he kept the puck out, and he gets a stick from his defender.
I'm not sure if Farabee let up on that one or maybe just didn't quite get all of it. He sort of had to shovel push it, being a lefty, and the angle that the pass came to him. But it almost felt like he thought he had a sure thing, and then all of a sudden Niederberger makes a save.
Heads up as Faulder gave Niederberger the stick back. He had to hand it to him. Sanderson at the line. Smith to Sanderson. Across. One-time drive. And that was just wide by Farabee. Part of the young core in Philadelphia that made a pretty good push this year and trying to make the playoffs. Nice moves. Stankovic, he lost the puck. Wojtek Stankovic. The other way it's Cunnin, and that wrister missed by a few feet up high all the way down the ice. Asimon at the line. Lost it to Mueller. Jonas Mueller into the corner. Laid up looking for Fishbuke. Classic had it for Asamont, but that was brought in. I don't think Cunnin was out yet. Offside USA. They lead by 3 here on this Saturday night. Just about 10:30 p.m. on a Saturday night. Welcome back to Ostrava. We're in northeastern Czechia, and this city home to about 280,000 people. We're 15 kilometers from Poland. Ostrava is the 3rd largest city in the country, and excited to be here. Co-host city of this year's World Hockey Championship. Alex Vlasic on the puck. He'll chip it in, available, and swipe to the far boards. Picked up by Alexander Eel. They'll backhand it in. Jeff Petrie on the puck for USA. So Czechia was down in their game in Prague and have scored, 4 straight goals to now lead in that game. Trying to go 2-0 to start their tournament. They had the shootout win in game 1 versus Finland, so 2 points and trying to pick up 3 points in regulation. Last time the tournament was in Czechia and Prague in this city, 2015. Jaromír Jágr competed for Czechia, his final year competing international for his country, and it was a gong show in a good way. So much fun in Prague. Steal, Asamont trying to drive it in, still with it again. Second effort. Like the Asamont side of it on Niederberger.
Good quick hands there by Asamont, but Niederberger wise to it. Let's go back to the Farabee chance a little while ago. See, that's the feeling I got. I think he felt like he had a slam dunk. I think he was a little surprised that Niederberger was able to get across there and make that save. That he did have to sort of push it, shovel it, because it's coming from his right and he's a lefty. But it was a goal stolen from him by the goaltender, Niederberger.
Represented Germany at the 2022 Olympics. Werenski walks it in, shoots, rebound. And a penalty coming up. The Chuck stick was tangled up. And the USA on the power play as Brady Tkachuk doing what he does in front of the net, and obviously just discussing the tournament, what he thinks of Ostrava with the German counterpart.
Yeah, Forler trying to do a job on him. They spin around. Yeah, there's a pretty good look. It's holding the stick. Forler's complaining, well, he's spinning me around, and we're both going down, but the evidence was right under his arm. So back on the power play again, and another chance for them to move this puck around and get some good looks. They want to be comfortable with this as the tournament goes on more and more. Special teams and tournament play is big.
And a different unit starting this power play for John Hines. You see Pinto at center, and it's back to Hughes. Hughes, well, that was crafty to keep it alive in the zone. Jones, you got 2 defensemen out there right now. Pinto to Jones. Up for Hughes. Hughes works it across. Zegras. Nelson's in the bumper spot. Pinto's in front. Zegras waiting, shooting. Pinto spinning in front. Jones reaching for it, still available. As they slash away, Duomi was trying to clear. Pinto driving play right in front. Zegras score. Up top, Trevor Zegras. Welcome to the tournament as he's got his first power play goal, and the USA with 5.
Boy, some sweet hands there. The U.S. just keeps the play alive, and Germany was getting a little tired on that penalty kill. They tried to overload on their right wing side. Zegras just staying over on his side, his right wing, staying away from the fray. There's Zegras coming in your picture. See, now everybody's over on one side. Zegras knows, okay, it's going to come out sooner than later. And that is a goal scorer's goal. I mean, that was some sweet hands there. He just clipped that one perfectly. You couldn't even hear the shot. Look at that. See, he's got those hands and wrists all cocked. He knows exactly how high that net is, and that's right up under the crossbar.
Brian, at the World Junior in Edmonton, where they won the gold, he had 18 points in 7 games. He had back-to-back 23-goal seasons. So it was the all-rookie team in his first season. Then, you know, some injuries happened. Maybe you lose a bit of confidence. If you wish anything for Trevor Zegras, it's to light up this tournament and have a strong tournament for Team USA for his confidence.
Yeah, and it's an adjustment for him. He's on a different line in this game than he was in the first line. In the first game. So, you know, you wonder about things. You think, okay, what's the coach thinking about me? What's the situation here? And then he's on the power play, so he gets a power play goal. So it's good on John Hines too, giving him that opportunity on the power play as well, and he comes through. So getting his confidence for as many players as possible is a big part of John Hines' job as a coach in a tournament like this.
And you got to like what you see. You got Johnny Gaudreau on the board with the goal, a couple of points. Cole Caulfield, a couple of assists. You know, Cole wants to score, but that'll come. He's playing well. Zegras, so that's nice to see that the star players, especially the offensive star players, are starting to feel it a little bit here for USA in game number 2. Vlasic at center. And you got to think it's sooner or later for Boldy, who's had a strong 2 games so far. Here's Gaudreau at center. Gaudreau leaves it. Boldy. Gaudreau behind the net. Gaudreau on the forecheck as Mueller plays it away. Skates away from him. Bottom with the pass. Mueller trying to shake him off. As Wisman sends it up for Alexander Eel. Eel will dish off. Burdell takes the contact far boards, and USA clears. 8 minutes remaining. It's the third of 3 games on this Saturday here at Ostrava. And we got 3 more for you tomorrow. Brian Mudryk, Brian Engblom, Claire Hanna. All the action on TSN NHL Network. Glad you're with us back home. Cut and shot. Might be going wide, but Niederberger will hold. Zegras, the latest goal scorer. It's 5-point USA. John Hines with the whiteboard out, and you know, Brian, in these tournaments, you're always trying to grow, build, be better each and every game. You see Caulfield, Zegras having a conversation, and it's all about getting better, building, and the next game after this versus Slovakia.
Yeah, and understanding what the coach is looking for, and there's good teaching moments when you're ahead by 5-1, and players are listening and taking it in.
In the crease score, Asamont bangs it in, 6th spot for USA.
Yeah, that's one of the very few rare mistakes for Niederberger, who's been solid in this game. That one just leaked through him, and that's an easy one from about the 1-inch line for Michael Eysmont. Face-off win again. Everybody go to the net. Nothing fancy there. That's just good execution. Keep the play alive in front of the net. Luke Cunnin, he just kept whacking. And I think the rebound will go off the inside of the pad. Yeah, and then it's like dangling. And good on Eysmont. Look where he is. He's actually behind the net, thinking about maybe going around to the other side of the net, but he hangs in there. He gets pushed, but does a good job of hanging in there when Moritz Muller had lost his balance and didn't have much chance to defend him.
And they're giving John Hines the love, because I think whatever he drew up on that whiteboard paid off on that play, because right away all the boys look right back at coach. You're like, that was good stuff, man. There you go. You love it. Love to see it. Zegras for Farabee. He'll leave up to Sanderson. Wrist shot Hughes off a stick and wide. 7 minutes to go in this third period. Zegras. Everyone getting some nice offensive touches and looking for a bit more. Sanderson spins away. Leonard for Farabee. Back to Leonard. Sanderson, wrist shot high, missed. Leonard falls. Gets it back. Zegras flips. Sanderson. Leonard. Every time I see Zegras behind the net, you wonder, Michigan pass, lacrosse goal. These young men have the talent to do it pretty much now regularly at all times.
And I would assume that Leonard and Will Smith maybe get some extra reps in a situation like that too. The two youngest guys on the team, give them a chance and get some more feel too. You never know when injuries happen, and you need depth for sure. And plus just experience moving forward for the overall program.
And that's what I love so much, Brian, is that you look at the next wave of great USA stars, and they're learning. You know, you're by a Jeff Petrie or a Brock Nelson or a Johnny Gaudreau, and you know, you see what it takes to be a pro, and it's pretty cool to get these experiences together internationally. And for a lot of these young men, it's their first time, you know, maybe at a championship in Europe.
As a player, you learn more from the players you play with and against than any other thing. It's a feel thing. It's some of it's just literally osmosis, but by watching and seeing how guys handle themselves, and that's off the ice as well too, what they do in practice and what they do and how they look and how they feel when things are going sideways and not going well. How do they respond? What's the body language? All those things. That's all part of becoming a great player. And for these young players like Smith and Leonard to have a chance to play with some of the best USA players in the game, it means a lot.
Peterka in front, looking for Dominic Cahoon. Kachuk at center.
And the other thing too, you have a chance to ask questions too. Certain situations, like what were you thinking there? What do you think I should have done, or what were you thinking when you made that play?
Oh, Peterka, what a rush through everyone. Did everything but score, and Augustine able to cover up. J.J. Peterka. There's a glimpse of the MVP forward from last year. 6-1 USA. Welcome back to Ostrava. And Brian, we got the chat before the tournament. You got to represent your country. A Canada Cup, you told me a bronze medal at a World Championship. What did it mean to you as a player to come to these things?
Oh, it's a tremendous feeling. First of all, being able to play with great players and represent your country at the same time, you get a chance to do that. It's terrific. Doesn't matter what generation it happens in, and it's a privilege. And these guys just love it. And you don't know the first time you go, you don't know what the feeling is going to be like. You've seen it on TV, but until you're in it, and then I think after you've done it once, you don't see guys, you know, when they're asked again, they're like, yeah, I'd love to do that. That was a ton of fun. It's just so different from everything you do in the NHL.
4:30 to go, third period, 6-1 USA. Probably the only negative for Team USA is maybe the status of Alex Lyon, who had to leave the game with an injury, and in the long tournament, it's just game 2 for USA. You hope that he's okay.
Yeah, I mean, he put his glove down on the puck. It was a scramble in the net. And I mean, we're just guessing here, but the way he was cut on that hand, he must have got stepped on somehow by a skate in order to cause that blood to go through. So, yeah, hopefully that's not going to keep him, you know, out of the tournament or out of the next couple of games or anything like that. He played really well.
And in comes Mikey Eyssimont. Gunning at center. He'll play it back to Sanderson. Up the left side for Will Smith. Suomi was trying to rush in for Germany. Jeff Petrie back. Next up for Germany is Sweden. So another tough test for them, back-to-back games. Eyssimont down low, cut in, delays across, and just wide. Pretty good passing play. Will Smith, Eyssimont, and Gunning.
Yeah, for Germany, it'll be about recovery for them, no doubt. The U.S., you know, slowly but steadily just have dismantled them here and taken away a lot of their hope, and they're going to have to rebuild themselves there. Hit the reset button completely against another really good team, one of the top teams in this B side of the tournament for sure.
Well, just on defense, you have Erik Karlsson, Victor Hedman, Rasmus Dahlin. Talk about Trey Kroner. How about those three on your blue line? We saw some of the forward talent as well. Adrian Kempe, Joel Eriksson Ek.
They were really good.
Forwards with line.
That line was really good. The Eriksson Ek line for Sweden was outstanding. Kempe had multiple chances and looks at the net. Plus, he set up his line mates and teammates all over the place. He was one of the best players on the ice for me as well, as was Eriksson Ek. Because we expected, you know, we talked about the 3 guys on defense and how, you know, everything would be generated from the back end out, but at the same time, up front, it was the forwards of Sweden, I think, that really dominated the game.
Over in Prague with about 2 minutes remaining, actually with the same clock as us. Czechia leading 5-3, so they got a chance to win their first 2 to open up, and I can only imagine the atmosphere over in Prague, which is one of the best cities in the world.
Yeah, sure is. And they were down early, so they had to come back there against Norway. And so the expectation would be, well, you know, you're supposed to beat Norway, right? And you start down on the scoreboard, and they've come back, and it sounds like they got that game in hand.
Well, don't sleep on Poland. Don't sleep on Latvia. That's my scouting report early. Ryan Leonard off the side of the net. Vlasic, Farabee. They'll hand it off. Kesselring. When you talk about representing your country, Kesselring here for the first time in his conversation with Claire Hanna, just, you know, what it means to him. You know, a guy internationally, not U18, not World Junior, his first time putting on that jersey. How cool is that? And I just love the honesty of the young man.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, he said, you know, just the pride of being able to make the team, to be chosen. It does. I mean, it's a shot in the arm. It's a great boost for your ego to say, oh, you know, they want me, and that's basically what he was saying to Claire. And then, but you come here, and then you got to find your place, and you got to show you got to stay. It's just like getting in the NHL. It's one thing to make it and say, hey, I'm in the NHL, but to stay there, the competition level, it's the same thing on a smaller scale here. because as the tournament goes on and the games get tougher and tighter, it's who's going to play in those key times.
Well, one example, too, from a goalie standpoint in Montreal, Samuel Montembeault. He came to the tournament for Canada, was outstanding, won a gold medal, and what did he do this season? He was outstanding for Montreal. I know a tough season for the Habs, but he was awesome as the starting goalie. And when Jake Allen was traded, it was him and Caden Primo, and Montembeault took another step in his career after a great experience here. Minute 20 to go. 6-1 USA, Germany. Here's Tkachuk. Tkachuk. Little spin, flip across. Oh, what a pass. He had Caulfield lined up. My goodness, that would have been a nice bow on this game for Caulfield to score one.
Puck protection there by Brady Tkachuk.
Good little speed, Kesselring. He'll stop, wait. Kesselring shoots, and a rebound and diving is Niederberger. 53.7 to go.
Good shot, smart shot. Kesselring looked for a pass, there was nothing there. And a short side shot past the defenseman's leg. Tough one for the goaltender to pick up.
I don't know about you, I get a little seasick watching those replays with the net cam on the referees. Gives a cool perspective. Final minute here in Ostrava. Kesselring throws it across. Hughes going to shake off Eel.
He has got some moves. It's been interesting, even just in these two games, to watch Luke Hughes and what he can do. He's just starting to grow into his game. He's smart. He makes a mistake here or there about trying to do too much, but he's already learned a ton. He's got great feet, outstanding hands, and he's got guts. Like he wants to make plays, and he's learning more about how to defend and 3-on-2s at the highest level. I mean, he's still a kid, but I mean, he's sorting all these things out so well. Luke Hughes, just such an incredible future ahead of him, and he's already made huge strides in his short time. Offensive zone, his big brother, one of the best in the league, there's no doubt. I mean, he can spin around and make plays, and they obviously watch each other and talk, and they've grown up together and copy each other in some ways. All three of the Hughes brothers, when they've got some real skill.
A lot of excitement when we went 4th overall to New Jersey, joining brother Jack in New Jersey. Eel, maybe one last chance. So for USA, after losing the opener to Sweden, they will pick up their first win here in Ostrava, 6-1 over Team Germany. And look at the coaching staff. Yeah, it feels good to get on the board officially with win number 1.
Yeah, that was good. They came out with a mandate. They knew they had to get points in this game, and they knew Germany would not be a pushover. It wasn't, but they did slowly and steadily took away Germany's hope, and that's a well-deserved 6-1 win. Germany's got some rebuilding to do. The coaching staff, I think, already thinking about that moving forward. How are we going to build these guys back up again? Germany, as you said, facing Sweden in their next game.
Day off for USA, and they'll take on Slovakia.
That'll be an interesting game, because as we were mentioning, Slovakia really put on a performance. They can really do some damage against you, and they are tough to play against. So how the U.S. comes back after a 6-1 convincing win here against Slovakia, that'll be an interesting watch too in a couple of days.
Yeah, Thomas Tatar, Juraj Slafkovsky, Nemitz, the number 2 overall pick, also a member of the New Jersey Devils, Pospisil. So now it's the player of the game for both Germany and USA, and then the American national anthem.
The prize is fully presented by Joachim Reimann, representative for Raiffeisen International, and Holly Peters, board member of the Alton. Best player of Team Germany, number 42, Yasin Ellis.
Yeah, Yasin Ellis, I mean, in the 2 games we've covered, he's been on it, he's been noticeable in his 7th World Championship. The captain.
Well, after getting banged around a couple of times, got injured along the wall a couple of times, got a few points in this game, and he looked a little surprised almost. I saw him look over at some of the guys on the line, but you take it any day. Brady's always in the middle of everything. And he had a little pushing and shoving going on there. He always raises the level when he realizes that the team's maybe not quite in it a little bit. He's always the first one to be in there. It's okay, let's get something going here.
And now the USA national anthem.
It felt like the United States got out to a quick start and then you were always just playing a little behind. How did you feel like you came up short in this game?
Yeah, I kind of would agree. I think we had an okay start, but allowed some maybe 2 easy goals, naive goals, and I I think not everything was bad today, but we just gave up too easy of goals.
You are playing in your 12th World Championship. How have you seen the German team evolve and improve in your time?
Oh, a lot over the years. I mean, especially lately, I think we've been on a good run. We've been developing players in Germany and been one of the teams that's like almost top 8 every time, and we want to stay there.
I'm going to ask you this one, if you can answer in German. Just where did you guys come up short today, and how do you improve for your next game?
Ich denke, dass der Start eigentlich ganz okay war, aber dass wir es ein bisschen zu einfach gemacht haben, den Amerikanern Rückwärtsbewegungen, was die Gegentore anbetrifft. Müssen das analysieren und dann abhaken. Ob wir jetzt 6-1 verlieren oder 2-1, spielt am Ende keine Rolle. Wegmachen und weiter geht's. Danke.
Luke, before the game, your coach said he wanted you guys to tighten things up on defense. How do you think that led to your win today against Germany?
Yeah, I think we just tightened up our D zone and lessened all the slot chances against Sweden. And I think the guys really bought in and did a pretty good job of that. And there's definitely room to grow, but it was a good starting point for us.
You scored here. You've also scored in another World Championship. How much do you think the squad here is an improvement from the previous teams you've played on?
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good team, really deep. Anyone can step up, as you saw today. Trey stepping up in net and making some big saves for us. And, it's a really good team, and, we got a lot of room to grow, too.
How much does it factor in that you guys haven't won since 1933 to just motivate you to win this tournament?
Yeah, I think that's a major reason why a lot of these guys came. And, it's obviously a major motivating factor. We're not coming here to not try and win the gold. So, it starts with a win today, and we just got to go day by day and grow as a team and grow together. And that's basically it.
Thank you, Luke.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Beezer.